So let's get to work on making this gigantic data file a workable 3D map. So the context behind this data in particular, we are currently working on a case study involving a gigantic algae bloom crisis in the Indian River Lagoon. So just this week, a large fish kill, or red tide if you're a Florida native, occurred in the Banana River portion of the lagoon, and a significant contributing factor to this bloom is nutrient pollution from storm water runoff. And much of the pollution is nitrogen and phosphorus, which are both found in lawn fertilizer products. So our job here is to create a 3D map for our project coordinator so she can go out to the businesses closest to the bloom, the lawn care businesses, and educate them on an ordinance that starts on June 1st. There's a fertilizer ban season, so we have to devise a plan to get literature out to these businesses, these relevant businesses, in order to help preserve the lagoon. So before we get started on any sort of map making, we have to convert all of this data into a table. So we're just going to hit Control A. It's going to select all of our data for us, and then go into Insert and then select Table. Yes, this is all the information that we want, and yes, we do have headers. So go ahead and hit OK, and you can hit any cell within this table here. You can go into Insert and 3D Map. This is a gigantic set of data, so Excel is going to need to chew on this for a second. It'll take a minute to propagate all these data points. So while it's thinking about it, we can go ahead and just automatically name this Indian River Lagoon Tour. This is a really good habit to get into in the real world. If you're like me and you have the attention span of a goldfish, you'll know what's going on when you come back to this file, or even more real world description if something happens and you need to be out of the office and somebody needs to pick up this work for you, they know exactly what's going on. So let's go ahead and get started. We know from looking at a map of the area, this is where our algae bloom is happening in the Cape Canaveral, north and south of that area. So let's go ahead and hide our data points. We just want to make sure that this is the correct area that we're looking at here. So this is the same geographic area, so we can bring our data points back. And we can see that it's a little bit north. So these are our main businesses of concern. So in our next video, we're going to go ahead and talk about cleaning up this data once we add field height and all that good stuff. So stick around.